She was on top of the world, and then she wasn't. In a stunning twist that nobody saw coming, Eala, the Filipina superstar, saw her singles hopes shattered in a devastating three-set collapse. The cameras were rolling, the world was watching her every move, and in a heartbeat, everything changed. But what happened next in the doubles tournament would send a shockwave through the entire world of tennis and reveal the true heart of a champion. She was against the wall. The loss in the singles at the Guangzhou Open
When they trained
stung,
together for the first time in Guangzhou,
and the tennis world was
sparks
whispering.
flew, not of friction, but of synergy.
Eala, the young
Eala's youthful
Filipino
energy
star,
met
losing her
Kichenok's tactical
momentum.
brilliance.
But
Within
champions
minutes,
don't listen to the
they
whispers.
move like a team that
They
have been playing
answer
for
on
years.
the court.
Their instinct
and
and
the
sync,
answer Alex gave
their
in the doubles
communication
was so
seamless.
loud, so
Nadiia
dominant,
later told
it
reporters,
silenced every single
smiling,
doubt.
"You don't
This
often
wasn't
find
just a
someone who
win,
plays with such
it was
heart.
a reaffirmation.
Alex, she's young."
A declaration of war against her own adversity. Eala isn't just back. She's back with a focused fury and a thirst to win that reminds everyone why she's considered the queen of Asian tennis resilience. Only a few days separated the pain from the redemption. In her singles opener, Alex fought a brutal three-set battle against American Clervy Ngunoe. She took the first set with authority, 6-2, and seemed in control. But the match turned, and she fell. 6-4, 6-4 in the following sets. It was the kind of setback that can sink any athlete's confidence, the kind of
but she
defeat
reads
that
a game like a
echoes in
veteran.
your mind.
And Alex,
The looming question
with her
was,
signature
how
humility,
would she respond?
replied, "I'm
The
learning
answer came
so
more
much from
forcefully
Nadiia.
than anyone
She
could
brings
have imagined.
calm to the storm.
Instead of hiding
Together,
in
we just
disappointment,
flow."
Alex channeled every ounce of that frustration. She transformed the anger from the loss into fuel for her next battle. And when she stepped onto the court for the doubles, you could see it in her eyes. This was not the same player who had fallen days before. This was a woman on a mission. The key to this transformation came in the form of a partnership. Alongside Ukrainian veteran Nadiia Kichenok, Alex found not just a court companion, but a strategic ally. Kichenok, 33, a three-time Olympian with 10 WTA doubles titles, brought a calmness and experience that blended perfectly with Alex's explosive energy and fearless shot-making. This wasn't a
Their
random
opponents were
pairing.
the top
It was a
seeds.
calculated
Veterans would
combination.
crush their competition
Kichenok's
with
savvy
ruthless precision
complemented
all week.
Eala's courage,
The first set was
creating
war.
a synergy
Rallies
that their
stretched to
opponents,
20,
the
sometimes 30
fourth-seeded duo
strokes.
of Emily
Sweat dripped,
Appleton and Guo
lungs
Hanyu,
burned, but
simply
neither Eala
couldn't
nor
decipher.
Kichenok blinked.
There was
At
a game
5 to
plan,
5,
a
40 to
chemistry
40,
that showed in
with
every
tensions.
point, and it changed everything. From the first serve, the Eala-Kichenok duo dictated the pace. The first set was a display of pure winning mentality. Appleton and Tang tried to impose their game, but the Filipino-Ukrainian response was immediate. They didn't back down. Point by point, game by game, they built their advantage. The crucial moment came in the ninth game, with a decisive service break that echoed through the court. It was a tactical strike, but more than that, it was a psychological blow. They closed the set 6-4, showing they were there to compete, but the true demonstration of force was yet to come. What happened in the second set wasn't just a victory, it was a masterclass. The second set was one of the most clinically precise displays you will see in tennis. Eala and Nadiia Kichenok became a winning machine. They were simply impenetrable. On their service games, they did not face a single break point, not one. Think about that. Against a seeded duo in a WTA tournament, the pressure was so immense that their opponents never had a single clear break opportunity. Meanwhile, across the net, the other team began to crumble under the relentless consistency of Eala and Kichenok. 3 double faults, forced errors, and confidence that evaporated with each point. The Filipino-Ukrainian pair broke serve twice, building a commanding 5-2 lead. And then, with the coolness of those who know the job is done, they closed out the match, 6-2. In just 68 minutes, the statement was made. The comeback had begun. But to understand the true magnitude of this victory, you have to look at the brutal context. This win wasn't just a flash of brilliance, it was the final breakthrough after a season of relentless struggle and quiet rebuilding. For months, Eala had been navigating a grueling storm. The early exit at the Japan Women's Open was a blow. The failure to even qualify for the main draw in Wuhan was a gut punch. And the quarter-final finish in Suzhou, while respectable, felt like another door closing just before the real prize. Each tournament was a fresh battle, not just against the opponent across the net, but against the growing pressure and the external noise questioning if she could ever recapture her past form. This victory in Guangzhou marks her first win since returning to the doubles circuit, a format she hadn't played since her appearance at the hallowed grounds of Wimbledon back in July. Her decision to step away from doubles was a strategic gamble, a bet on herself to fix her singles game. Many wondered if that gamble had cost her her edge, her chemistry, her feel for the two-woman game. The 68-minute demolition of a top-seeded team was her answer. It wasn't just a no, it was a defiant, powerful roar that echoed through the tour. There was no rust, only refinement, no hesitation, only a terrifying new level of precision. The genius of this performance, however, goes even deeper than sheer willpower. It was a display of tactical intelligence that stunned analysts. The partnership with Nadiia Kichenok was a masterstroke. This wasn't just two players sharing a side of the court, it was a perfect fusion of two different tennis eras. Kichenok, the seasoned veteran, brought a library of experience and an unshakable calm. Eala, the young phenom, brought explosive power and fearless aggression. But here's the secret weapon very few people knew. Both of them held a key to their opponent's defeat. Earlier this year, in separate partnerships, both Alex and Nadiia had already defeated Emily Appleton. Alex, alongside Renata Zarazua, had taken her down at the clay courts of the French Open in May. Months later, Kichenok had conquered her on the hard courts of Prague. They walked onto that court in Guangzhou with a shared intimate knowledge of their opponent's weaknesses, a combined playbook for victory. This match was a tactical execution, a checkmate played over 2 sets. Alex, with an adaptability that defies her 20 years, absorbed Kichenok's guidance and executed the game plan with the cold efficiency of a veteran assassin. And behind every single one of those powerful ground strokes, behind that fierce determination in her eyes, lies a weight and a purpose that transcends the sport itself. When Eala steps onto that blue court, she isn't just playing for points or a paycheck. She carries the hopes, the dreams, and the immense pride of an entire nation. Over 110 million Filipinos who see in her a reflection of their own potential. For decades, the Philippines has searched for a tennis star who could not only compete but dominate on the global stage. In Eala, they have found their warrior. Her journey is their journey. Every fall is a national heartbreak, and every rise is a collective triumph. Her resilience is more than a personal trait, it's a national emblem. She is inspiring a new generation to pick up a racket, to dream bigger, and to understand that true strength is measured not by how hard you hit, but by how courageously you get back up after you've been knocked down. This victory was a gift to every fan who stayed up late to watch, who believed in her even when the results weren't there. It was proof that their faith was not misplaced. Now the spotlight burns even brighter as the quarterfinals loom. The next challenge is the formidable duo of Polina Kudermetova and Kamila Rakimova. They are powerful, experienced and hungry, but they will be facing a completely different Eala. They will be facing a player reborn in the fire of recent adversity, a player armed with a new, unshakable confidence forged in that stunning 6-4, 6-2 victory. She is no longer the player battling the ghosts of past defeats. She is the hunter, riding a powerful wave of momentum. And when Eala plays with this kind of belief, she transforms into one of the most dangerous and captivating players on the entire tour. Her game elevates, her shots find sharper angles, and her presence on the court becomes utterly magnetic. What we are witnessing is the dramatic, real-time evolution of a global star. The Guangzhou Open isn't just another tournament, it's the turning point. That straight sets victory was the moment Eala proved, to the world and to herself, that setbacks are merely setups for epic comebacks. Her resilience is not just a talking point, it is the very core of her identity, her ultimate weapon. And with that weapon firmly in her grasp, the path ahead looks limitless. The comeback is real, the storm has been weathered. And for Eala, the pride of the Philippines, the best is not just coming, it's already here.